Okay, alright. Supreme dickhead today it is. Sorry people, today, no cat. But only a short intro. What's going on people? Moin moin, welcome back to the Nerd Crate. In today's review, like I said, without cat, just let's try a short one, shall we? McFarlane Toys Spawn from Mortal Kombat 11. He's a bonus character and he has no immediate outcome on the actual story of Mortal Kombat 11. But there was the need from McFarlane Toys with this to revisit Spawn. There's another thing that there are pages and pages and pages of stories from the comic that would really merit a new delving into all the lore and pick out new characters. Also that it's one of their main pieces, maybe the main piece of Image Comics. They need another franchise to make that. That's a bit hypocritical. Anyway, it's a cool piece. It's a cool piece, but there are problems with him. I like him. He looks a little bit quasi-movie look-ish because of all that kind of muscly surface on top, you know. And the cape is a little bit small, like in this yeah, kind of configuration was the word that I was looking for. And there's a little bit of rubber, and the paint is cool, and the sculpt is cool. But he has a problem about his toe tilt. We're gonna talk about that and all else, as always. So here we are, and that is almost all he comes with. There's one more accessory, but we're gonna combine it because how I like to do it, that's right. Packaging first. It's a clamshell on the inside and we see there's the base. It's clamshell inside on the back paperboard piece. I'm not ripping it out because that stand is just, yeah, it's black, it's Mortal Kombat on it. Simplest Spawn logo, not even the real one, as you will see later on my scoreboard. On the sides we got one full view, one continuation of the wraparound, Mortal Kombat here, McFarlane Toys here, Spawn here, Mortal Kombat, McFarlane Toys. On the back, only 22 moving parts and Mortal Kombat, a little bit of background stuff, but no bio. I think it's lackluster. Licensing below, on the top a little window, so yeah. It's kind of fine-ish, but it's just too slim. There are accessories missing in my book, so yeah. So the one and only accessory is this axe, which looks cool. We have super glowy green eyes, which look amazing. Great paint job, which also goes for the rest. Black here, silver here with a lot of washes. Also on the skull here, on the pins here, on the overall kind of staff or grip with red leather going down here and kind of a spike down here. So that's good. The problem is what we see here. That's what happened just right now because I had to cram it out of his hand. There's only pretty much one way to get it in there, and that is cramming it into his hand. And the handle is way too thick and the hand is tight. You hear it kind of screeching and everything, so that's what you need to do. And if you want to get it out, the same way around. So it's a bit of a bear, but he does it. It fits rather well, at least the style, so that is good. But yeah, there could have been way more. And here we got the man of the hour. Here we got Spawn, and he looks amazing. I think this is almost the best he's ever looked. Great colors with black here, red on the leathery bits down here, here on the pouches, on the arms, on the gauntlets, wash on the white here on the Malbolgia M. That's for people who don't know it. That is an M and it stands for Malbolgia. It's the only, I believe the only sphere of hell which actually works this way. Skulls here painted nicely, a little bit of bleed here, but it could actually be like that they are, I don't know, growing like a fungus inside the rest of the symbiote. I don't know, but it looks cool. Side view, very clean. Back view, the cape looks amazing. Just really, really, really amazing detail, leathery-like details. Let's see how, oh, I can get so deep inside there. I'm still flabbergasted at that focus. Amazing. Works well, works really, really well. Nice color, a lot of black washes in here. Sculpting of the cape looks amazing. That flows down very, very well into the whole look of the figure. And the head sculpt here, also amazing. The eyes are a little small to me, but it is how he looks in the game, so I'm good with that. The overall marking of the symbiote is just perfect. I think that looks great with a lot of folds and creases here around the eyes and in the face. Oh guys, I can finally show you all the details. This is beautiful. So much fun. That is really fun, you know. Skulls look great here. The leathery details of muscle strand kind of detailings here of the symbiote. Also on the gauntlets here, on the skull, on the hip. These are rubber. Continuing at the legs and the kind of, yeah, shin or leg gauntlets down here, let's call them like that. Pouches, gold detail on top here for the actual button on the arms. So continuation of this continues here. If you have it like this, it kind of covers down, but as soon as you would look at this TMWBELS20 made in China 2020. But the leather details continue, and it's not a broken style here, so that's cool. I think he looks great. Works fine, especially under all that focus. You get all the detail out of there. Very nice. Articulation. This guy comes loaded, but he's also loaded with problems due to certain sculpting on few bits and parts. But the head is on a ball pack. No cover here, so this is actually rigid plastic. So gets a lot of down, a lot of up. You can cover it down with the chest, so down and up. That's good. Left, right, so ball joints, so even confusion. And the color works fine here. The arms are, I think those are soft ratchets, and we got cover pieces on the shoulder, so even some butterfly. Not much, but it's there. He would go all around if it wouldn't be for... No, it goes all around. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. Bicep swivel also doubles down with the shoulder, so there's a lot of flexibility in there. I like that. Double jointed elbow. I want to give it the full run. I mean, he gives you the full run until the threshold of the gauntlet hits the bicep, but yeah, it's hindered. But it works, it works. If there wouldn't be a double jointed elbow, he wouldn't even get that far. So I'm good with that. I'm very good with that. The hands, sadly no exchangeable stuff, but they're on a ball pack, so you can get them in and out and all around with a swivel, essentially due to the ball pack, so that is nice. No articulation though there. They are flexible, but they're more rigid than flexible, so that's rough. Same on the other side. A little bit better on this hand actually due to the gauntlet being smaller. Double ab crunch on double ball pack, meaning from the hip is the ball pack into the belly and from the belly into the chest, which gives you a good bit down, a good bit up, and left and right works to the extent that you can twist it and it would still kind of keep the sculpt intact, which is nice. I think that's cool. Pretty much covered a little bit by the chains here. These are rubber, so they flex out of the way. Legs give you the full side split. And yeah, full front split. Destroys the sculpt, but it works. Thigh swivel built around the universal a little bit, but I think that's all that he needs. He wasn't the overall flexible fighter anyway, so that's good with me. Double jointed knees. A little ugly, but they're sculpted throughout, so that's fine. That works nicely. And they are on, yeah, regularly ratcheted teeth, that's good. And this is all sculpted through, no rotation here or here. That could have been worked out, maybe. I think that would have worked. We got a ball pack on the inside of the foot here. That gives you a little up, but due to the design of this, not too much. But a good down though. Toe tilt. And as you see, this is a big problem with the sculpting, where we're getting into the posing later on. That with this, how are you supposed to put him on that toe tilt to actually have him stable? That's rough, man. So, but the ball pack also gives you a rocker left and right. And due to the way this is designed, up, down, that works well. And a rocker around the actual ankle, but same toe tilt. So overall he's very cool. Very, very cool. But what we can actually do, posing wise, plus height, weight, and comparison, we're going to the back. So he's a small, quasi 6 to 7 inch figure, but he's rather heavy, 196 grams, and for size, 18.5 inches to the top of his head, almost 19 to the top of his collar. But let's get down to posing, and I will tell you, there's not much you can do with them, which subtracts a lot from the fun of the figure. So let's just try a running pose real quick. You should think with this big base that he would rather work a running pose pretty well, but as you can see here, there's no rocker, there's no possibility to have him actually stable, and even getting the arm out doesn't work whatsoever due to the weight of the cape. So yeah, there's not much you can do with this guy. This is a little bit sad. You can only pretty much pose him up a little bit with the axe. What they did with the hands here is not giving him any benefit of the doubt, so to speak. So you can only have him like swinging, and you need to see that you activate that joint, that joint, that joint, bring him a little bit in of a split. See that you can rotate the ball pack a little bit, which is not too easy. And then you can do that, you know, but that looks weird. You need to base him on his cape, so sadly this is pretty much all you can do. So that is one of the sad parts of this guy. There's also nothing you can do with the cape. Like I said, a cape piece would have been nice, so you could really maybe pose him a little bit like if you would try and battle a foe with that cape, but he's always kind of tilting to the back, you know. That is weird. So you can do that, but sadly it's not good, man. Like the weight of the cape and the way the foot works and the toe tilt works is not doing him any good. But here we got one cheat sheet. But for a few more comparisons, here he is with the old Wings of Redemption Spawn and the old, which is a cover art number 5, I believe, Spawn. So the scale is great and he works quite fine, seemingly a little bit like movie. So I'm very, very good with that. And if you want to put him inside your Spawn display, that's how it would look. And maybe also a little bit to do mix and match. He is with the old Cowboy Spawn, that also works, and with the medieval Spawn. So mix and match with that guy, definitely possible, and completes the picture. So there he was, people. McFarlane Toys Spawn, Mortal Kombat 11 edition. That is. Question is he good? Ish. There are just so many weird things. Like, I'm gonna run down the line pretty quick, so not too detailed because everything else I told you, all my gripes with it essentially. But just if you need a rundown, if you haven't looked at the whole review and you see this and you wonder why so bad. I mean, 7.3 is not bad, but it's in the ish department, right? The box is weird. I don't know. I'm not getting the hang of this. It's collector friendly, but there's space in it, and they clamshell the stand in it, and we have a few shots, but no real bio. Meh. To me, it's meh. Appearance is cool though. It's elevated by this figure because we have a lot of washes, a lot of cool plastic, a lot of cool materials, a little bit flexing, like I said, in itself kind of sounds weird, but I cannot make it any better. If you take the arm and it flexes in itself, it's not really, that doesn't give me the warm and fuzzies, you know. The accessories are low. Like I said, there could have been guns, there could have been a longer cape piece, there are longer chains. Only one accessory, don't bother, in my opinion, you know. And the articulation is great, but you can't do jack with it because he has a hard time standing on his own 2 feet. Toe tilt too. Why do a toe tilt if the foot itself is not really plain? There are just so many problems with it that you can't really get a really dynamic pose out of it, so to speak. But the sculpting is great. Overall, you fiddle with him, you take him up, so there's a factor of playability to him. And the price is great. The price is just plain great. You get for with shipping in Germany, that is, you get for 30 bucks, you get a new Spawn figure, and I'm happy. I will put it in my display. A little bit different incarnation stuff. So so that's so good and fair. And I wanted to check him out. I like what McFarlane Toys overall is now doing. I really do. But there are just weird decisions with the box. So little accessories. Currently no accessory sets additional. So I don't know. I wonder where this is going, but the figures are not bad, you know? So that's all I can tell you for today. If you got any questions, hit up on the comments. I want to hear that. And otherwise, if you get them, I hope you enjoy. Maybe this review helped you a little. And otherwise, I will see you next time. I'm releasing this on Thursday. So have a good weekend. See you soon. Be good. Be well. Bye-bye.